Okay, Richard, here we are across the street from the St. George Temple. It is Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, which would make it November the 29th, 1985. As you can see in the video here, it's kind of cloudy, it's rained off and on, it's kind of cold. However, we have just had a very fine experience with Richard across the street. Has just gone through the temple for the first time in preparation for his missionary calling as an elder. He had a great experience in the temple with his grandfather, President Russin. And now we're getting ready to get Grandpa over here, and we're going to drive on out to the Silver Reef, to the Reef house, and have our Thanksgiving dinner with the family. Didn't have it yesterday because too much was going on, and some of the family couldn't be with us as they can be today. So now maybe, Richard, if you'd like, you can just take a view of the temple over there at a wide angle. This is looking at the temple from the south view, and looking north towards the reef. Now he's panning. Maybe you want to zoom right in up to the top there, to the top of the temple. Steady. Okay, so now Richard. Hello. Okay, folks, we'll now turn this off. Yeah. Okay, so now Grandpa will be over here right soon, and we'll pack this up and head on over to the Silver Reef. Okay? That'll do it for now. Thank you. Okay, here we have Grandpa. As folks here in St. George know him, President Russin is now coming across the street here, bringing his homework with him. Here he comes right now. Here comes the patriarch. The whole thing, Grandpa. What do you have to say? Stop here. No, what do you have to say for us today?
Well, I would say this, Kim. There's nothing quite like this great temple behind you. And we've had a great experience in there this morning with your son Richard and our dear grandson. And things are about to begin in his life that are going to help many, many people.
Get in a little closer.
We're just so pleased.
There we go. Okay.
So we're going out now and have that marvelous Thanksgiving dinner and rejoice together. Especially Richard, he's hungry.
Okay, now we continue on with our Thanksgiving Day program here. As you can see in the video, at this time we are now out at the Silver Reef at the Russin abode, and there's what it looks like on a stormy day in November, the day after Thanksgiving. And we'll zoom right up, and we'll probably be able to pick up old Richard right there standing in front of the house. He's waving to us there. Okay, now we'll back it off and kind of pan around here just to show you what the terrain looks like. There in the background is Bill Miller's house, kind of behind the trees. Now we're heading up towards the Red Cliffs. And I'm standing up here at the head of the driveway down into the property right next to the road that you can see. And now we're shooting up towards the Oak Grove Canyon, which is kind of hidden up there in the clouds. Now we're panning around. We're kind of aiming due north now towards Cedar City. And now we're coming around and heading over towards Zion. Probably see the point of one of the cliffs out there now. And now we're shooting a lot more east down towards Hurricane, whichever pronunciation you want. And now we're making a full circle here. And we're back to the Heritage House. Let's take a peek and see if old Richard's still there. Oh my goodness, here he comes. Here comes Richard. Richard, have you got anything to say?
Very cold.
Where is he? There he is. There he is. What's that, Richard?
Said it's cold and wet, but it's beautiful.
Wait a minute, here we're... Okay. What was that? Talk to me.
It's cold and wet,
Okay.
but it's nice.
But it's nice. Okay, we'll shut this down now with those great words
Wait,
from...
we have someone in the garage.
Uh-oh, wait a minute, I
Hurry.
gotta go back, he says.
No, too late.
Too late. Doggone it. Let's see, nobody's there. Just the old Sadies and some motorcycles. That's all we can find in the garage right now. Okay, we'll shut this down and we'll go on into the house and find out what's going on in there. Bye-bye. Ourselves inside the house here in the den. And look who we found in here. Busy at his desk. Kind of little preparatory work here before the big meal's served. Dad, what do you got to say for yourself?
Kim, I have a assignment. I don't know how happy it might be, but at least the assignment to help at the lighting of the lights at the temple grounds this evening. So I'm just writing down the scripture. I'm supposed to recite the story of Luke, which is of course that of the birth of Christ, and then I'm just adding a little bit on the coming of Christ to the American continent in those early years. So I'm getting ready for that. Then I want the big feed bag on. Then we'll go into our Thanksgiving festivities. We're going to have the Pilgrim Fathers and Mothers here. We're going to have turkeys and pumpkins and all of the other things that make up Thanksgiving. Those are all going to be the various kids. The Indians and all of the rest of it will be the various levels of the family that will be here participating in this big fest. So we're in for a good time, we hope. Then we'll go down to the temple grounds for that 7 o'clock ceremony that should be brief and over with in 30 minutes. We'll walk around the temple if it isn't raining too hard. And then we'll go over to our house and have a lot of fun there.
Okay, well that kind of sums things up as to what's going to be happening here, and we'll kind of catch some other preparatory actions in the house before the meal's served. So we'll check back with you later on, Dad.
All right, fine, kid.
Carry on.
Put this together.
Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. On camera again here in the kitchen, where all the main activity takes place, and we're zooming right in on the main chef, Lynn. Lynn, you're on camera now. They haven't done anything yet, but start doing it. Talk to us.
I've had trouble with this old turkey all day. I'm mad at that turkey. No, I'm not. I'm glad you're here.
Turkey looks good. Well, what happened to the turkey, Lynn?
Well, the ovens wouldn't work. We haven't been out here for so long, we don't know what we're doing. We have that now, okay? Thanks.
Well, Lynn,
yes.
this is movie time. I mean,
I understand that, but
you've got to keep concentrated on the main thing here, the lens.
what am I supposed to do?
Anything you want.
Well,
Well, now, what are you going to do with that knife? Who's that going to go
I'm
to?
going to cut that turkey out.
Well, wait a minute. What happened to Wild Bill?
Well, we couldn't get it out.
Bill? Bill, get over here. Bill, come here. Bill, get over there and play like you're... Here we got Bill Miller, the famous neighbor. He slid in here. And
He's sitting.
yeah, and he'll probably get something cooking here. Well, look at here. He's going for the knife.
Well, I don't know whether,
Bill, what do you got to say?
I don't know whether this knife is sharp or not.
Let's see, usually...
I'm not a carver.
It'd be better if you want to load up
If we got that, let me just put that for a minute. Right over here.
Where?
Will you check that corner and see that it takes
Okay, well, we've got a real problem here with this turkey. We can't get sorted out here.
Can't get sorted out.
Well,
The problem is,
we got Lynn here again. Oh, she just fired it up. Just lost 2 fingers, but that's okay.
Bill, I'm going to give this back.
It's good dark meat. There we go. We got the knife going now. Now wait a minute. Who we got around here?
Well,
Wait a minute. Bonnie, stop right there. Bonnie, what do you got to say for yourself?
help me out of this.
Well, that's all for Bonnie. Well,
Bill, you know.
well, here we got Stephanie. Stephanie, she's just kind of kicking back. Oh yeah, and behind Stephanie, we've got Rebecca. She's kind of kicking back too, watching what's going on here. Okay, there's Grandpa over there. He's kind of wandering around. Well, wait a minute. Who's into the ice here?
Yeah, Richard, he's
Turn around here, JH. What do you got to say for yourself?
I'm hungry.
Huh? What?
Hungry.
Well, okay. Okay, and then once again we got Richard. He's always hanging around, a little wave of the hand. No problem. Okay, now we'll turn this off after we once again get back to the old bird. There they are. They don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. And that's it. Sayonara. Okay, now we find ourselves in the back kitchen. This is where it really's happening, and look who we've got here. Just slaving over that big old stove. We find Louisa and Michelle, and I mean they're stirring and whipping up something in here. Now girls, what's going on? Tell me. What?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
And corn.
And corn. Uh-huh. Louisa, what are you stirring on there?
More mashed potatoes.
More mashed potatoes and more corn. Okay, well this is kind of the where the unseen heroes are back here. Yeah, here, oh my goodness, look at here. We got some pies. Oh, jeepers, fresh pies there. Is that going to taste good? Wait a minute. Well, doggone it, Stephanie hasn't slid in here, and she's going to say that she just worked all morning on baking those. And she's doing a little mime work now. Okay. She's still baking, I see. Okay, there they are. The three gals. The Turlock Flashes. Okay, that's all you get. We'll see if we can stir up some trouble in another room. Bye-bye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
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 There we are. Well, I take it Louisa's a little shy. There she is over in the corner. Yeah, there she is. Okay, that's...
Call on Michelle to offer the Thanksgiving prayer and the blessing on the food. Would you, dear, please?
Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. We're glad all of you made the effort to come this long distance that many of you had to travel. We're grateful that Bill Miller, our dear friend, is here with us for this special occasion. We hope that Ann and Ted and their family will soon arrive. And we'll have Nanny now tell us where you are to sit and what we're to do from there on, okay?
Okay, I guess he doesn't remember he's Grandpa is Grandpa John Alden, and I am Priscilla. I'm Nanny Priscilla. Okay. Now our friend here is Governor Bradford. He's also a Pilgrim Father. Okay. And the daddies and the mothers are the Pilgrim Fathers and mothers. And then we have the turkeys, who are those wonderful young adults. And then the Indians, and then the pumpkins.
Who are the Indians?
Now,
What age group are the Indians?
He's a pumpkin. The Indians are Todd, they're not here. Todd and Becca. Todd and Becca and Matt. Are the
Okay.
three. We don't have three Indians, but we have a bunch of pumpkins. Now,
Okay,
there are going to be
lots of
two pumpkins seated with the Pilgrims, mothers and fathers, and that will be John and Tom when he comes. The little pumpkins sit on the stools over here.
Over on the stools, Carl.
Okay, Grandpa goes first through the line to eat, because he's the boss and he takes our guests with him. Okay?
All right,
Then-
Governor Bradford, will you join me for dinner?
Yes. You're Governor Bradford.
Come on, Governor Bradford.
Oh, not yet. We don't have ready. Hey, God was telling. We have to get on the table. Then the Pilgrim mothers and fathers go and they take the little tiny pumpkins with them to help get their plates. And then the turkeys come and the Indians are last because the pumpkins are coming. Indians and then the pumpkins are last because they're the best of pumpkin pie. Okay? When you go through line, but now he was just talking about Thanksgiving, but we'll get on the table when you come. Okay.
It won't be Thanksgiving if we don't get something to eat pretty quick. We're all going to blow away. I don't know if you guys are as hungry as I am, but I am really
Hey,
hungry.
Bonnie, you were.
I have not had any
What's the
food
point?
except for a little tiny bit of your cheese, Richard. Cheese ball.
Bonnie,
I had two
this is
little
for the red
wafers of
cabbage.
cheese.
That's in
And I had a glass of cranberry juice this morning. That's all I've had up till right now. So if she doesn't get that on here pretty quick, I'm
Well,
gonna
this
blow
old Deb,
away.
she cut her corn, she cut the teeth on her corn. And it's good.
Daddy, this is at the small table.
What? The turkey table is the one in the middle. All turkeys sit there.
Where's the Indian table? The small one in the
Over in the corner. And
Okay, it's looking better all the
we
time,
need our
Kim.
parsley, huh?
We need lots of service.
Oh, yeah.
There they go, the busy little cooks, scurrying to and fro. Excuse me.
Pumpkin, Mom? Is this the pumpkin? Oh.
It won't be much longer. And here's the main table. All set pretty like. All pretty like. Now we'll pan into the family room and see what's going on in there before all the bodies hit. There's what it's going to look like there. There's the hearth. No fire in there yet because we haven't got Richard stirred up to make that fire yet. Things are starting to happen now. We're getting some of the main plates set in there. The old turkey's over there ready to be dished up. So we'll shut this down now until we start eating. It's the main event. Boy, we've got the Tanner girls just lunching up. Becca's there and old John, who I haven't seen in Coon's age, he's getting some gravy on his taters. Let's see. Well, my golly, we got his pop in the background there, and there's Matt just ready to load up. Bill, give me a big wave there. There's our illustrious neighbor, Bill Miller.
Come on and eat.
Wait a minute. There he is. He's over there. Bill's into the groceries right now.
You bet.
Heavy into the Thanksgiving groceries. Okay. Let's see. We got some action. There goes the chefess. There she goes. She's heading back to the kitchen. We got some people back in that back room back there. Let's see. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. Rebecca's still at it right here. We can't get her away from the table. There's Michelle. Yeah, they're all there. Okay. There's Matt. And there's Big John loading up again. He's on his third round. We haven't even sat down yet. There's the big table. That's the main table where all the turkeys are sitting. There she comes again. There.
Excuse me for going ahead, you guys.
There's Grandpa. He's wondering why he's eating. But it's all right. It's okay. He can eat. Okay. That's about it. You could see by the looks of things here, there's been something hit here. I mean, there was food on these plates here a little while ago. Now they've really taken a hit. Now, let's just have a few comments about what you thought of what we ate here.
It was delicious.
What's that?
As usual. Stomach too small, Kim.
Stomach too small.
Stomach too small, eyes too big.
Ah. Well, how about the chefess? The chefess. Lynn, what do you think about what you cooked?
Well, I'm just grateful that turkey just didn't let us down. Because we've had problems for a while with that turkey.
That turkey was
Very
a
good. It
stinker.
was a very good friend.
Bill, what do you think?
That was a delicious meal. I'm coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow at the same time, huh?
About the same
We'll
time.
get it all fired up
Bill's
again.
already got his reservation made.
I'll tell you
But
what.
she's still eating. This little girl here's still eating.
Bonnie, what do you think?
I think it's all good.
That's it. Okay.
I don't do well on these, Kim.
I thought by now you'd have that, have it figured out.
This phobia is still
Okay. And there's Louisa and Michelle. They're just wasted. Louisa's a little camera shy too. Michelle, she's like she's on stage all the time. No problem. No problem.
Why don't you turn there and speak a little French into that? Tell him off in French. Come on.
Yeah, tell him off in
Tell
French.
him off in
Oh,
French.
you parlez-vous, huh? Well, let's hear it.
Give it to him.
Oh, all of a sudden she's shy now. Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll see how shy she is tonight when we all look at this on Grandpa's new VCR. Oh, now there's Stephanie. Now she's laughing.
Okay, is this gonna,
Yeah.
hey Kim, is this gonna be seen on the bloopers?
Yeah, this is going to be bloopers and
Kim's bloopers.
flippers. Okay. That's it.
Listen.
Yes, what?
If like I said, Michelle tells you how good this meal was in French, you'll never know for sure what she said. She can tell the truth. Tell him the truth in French.
Are you ready, Michelle?
Give it to him.
C'était magnifique, c'était formidable, c'était... How you say? Je ne sais quoi.
Okay, whatever you say, we believe it. Okay, that's all. till the next section.
Slated to go to the North Carolina Charlotte Mission here in just 3 weeks. We're going to first share with you the great Christmas story as recorded by Luke. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was, that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flocks by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And it came to pass as the angels were gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said one to another, Let us now go even unto Bethlehem, and see this thing which is come to pass, which the Lord hath made known unto us. And they came with haste, and found Mary and Joseph, and the babe lying in a manger. And when they had seen it, they made known abroad the saying which was told them concerning this child. And all they that heard it wondered at those things which were told them by the shepherds. But Mary kept all these things, and pondered them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen, as it was told unto them. Meanwhile, on the western hemisphere, the record of Samuel the Lamanite first, the prophecy that was made, as found in Helaman, chapter 14. And behold, he said unto them, I give unto you a sign, for 5 years more cometh, and behold, then cometh the Son of God to redeem all those who shall believe on his name. And behold, this will I give unto you for a sign at the time of his coming. For behold, there shall be great lights in heaven, insomuch that in the night before he cometh there shall be no darkness, insomuch that it shall appear unto man as if it was day. Therefore there shall be one day and a night, and a day as if it were one day, and there were no night. And this shall be unto you for a sign, for ye shall know of the rising of the sun, and also of its setting. Therefore they shall know of a surety that there shall be 2 days and a night. Nevertheless the night shall not be darkened, and it shall be the night before he is born. And behold, there shall a new star arise, such an one as ye never had beheld. And this also shall be a sign unto you. And then as recorded by Nephi the son of Helaman, as we find in 3rd Nephi, first chapter. And behold, the voice of the Lord came unto him, saying, Lift up your head, and be of good cheer, for behold, the time is at hand, and on this night shall the sign be given. And on the morrow come I into the world, to show unto the world, and I will fulfill all that which I have caused to be spoken by the mouth of my holy prophets. And it came to pass that the words which came unto Nephi were fulfilled according as they had been spoken. For behold, at the going down of the sun there was no darkness, and the people began to be astonished, because there was no darkness, when the night came. And it came to pass that there was no darkness in all that night, but it was as light as though it was midday. And it came to pass that the sun did rise in the morning again, according to its proper orders. And they knew that it was the day that the Lord should be born, because of the sign which had been given, and it had come to pass, yea, all things, every whit, according to the words of the prophets. And it came to pass also that a new star did appear, according to the word. Thank you very much.
As you can tell, we're here at the St. George Temple on Friday evening at the lighting ceremony. You can see some of the lights in the foreground there that have just been lit. We just heard from Grandpa Russin as he gave the story of Luke. Now we backed off here, and that's one of the local grade school's choir singing. And now we'll just kind of pan around here and kind of show the lights and what's going on. It's about 7:30 on Friday evening.
Cake decorator tips.
There's the manger scene, which is out in front here. Now we're looking out at the north gate. Here comes a good sister and her little child, heading for cover. It's raining like a son of a gun out here. Okay, now we're standing across the street from the temple on the north side. You get a good idea of the lighting. Everything's broken up now. People are starting to leave from the little 30-minute ceremony that we had there. There's the visitor center right there. There's the temple. And all the pretty lights. Now we're going to stop this and go next door to Grandpa's house and kind of finish this evening. There's the temple. And that's enough for this part of the program. 1985, a Wednesday morning. And once again, we are found at the Silver Reef at the Heritage House. I thought it might be a good thing to get some footage of the house inside and out prior to family disposing of it, because that is our plans at the present time to sell the home because of we're not being able to use it properly with the folks being gone so much and having the added responsibility of keeping this home up when nobody's in it. And so even though it has some very fond memories, we feel it a very important factor in our lives that have brought us together for some fond gatherings, some good times. So we'll just get some footage of this, so we'll have it in our memory bank for some time. We are now looking probably due west. It might be more south, I guess, at the home. In other words, I believe St. George would be directly in the background. So I'll just kind of take a 360 tour of the home as we go along here. Now you find me up on the road that goes up to Oak Grove Canyon, and just to prove that this really is the John M. Russin Heritage Home, there's the sign indicating such. J.M. Russin right at the top there, off to the, and with the arrow pointing to the left. If we back off here, we'll see the snow-capped pine mountains up there, up towards Oak Grove Canyon. And we'll just pan around here to the red cliffs, and we're going left as that sign indicates. And sure enough, there's the Heritage House sitting right there off of the road. We'll just kind of zoom in on it, give you a little better look, back it out, and then we'll just kind of pan down there. Now you can pick up the Silver Reef as it heads on down toward St. George area. Here you can see a good part of the reef there behind that tree as it heads on down the road. Okay, now we'll back off here, come back to the house, and give you this angle. That's probably looking kind of southeast. That back, I guess that would be southwest. Okay, now I'm walking down one of the roads into the house, kind of heading towards it. That view we're looking at right now with the chimney, of course, that's the chimney in the living room. We'll see that from the inside later. And then to the left, that room that outcrops there, that's the family room with its big chimney and fireplace, which we'll see shortly as I get inside. Now I'm going to go over and, whoop, just about stepped in the hole there. Now I'm going to go over and view it from the east, looking west. The boulders that you see in the foreground, as I believe, and I'm sure Dad will correct me on that, are some of those that were pulled out of the hole that was blasted to make room for the basement in the house. There were some gigantic rocks, and that was a big undertaking that Dad didn't think he was going to get involved with until they started digging. And that held up construction quite a while they blasted those gigantic boulders out of there. So now we're looking kind of at the east view of the house, actually from the northeast. But you see part of the family room there, and then on the other end there, on the far left, would be the back porch area and the stuff room. And there's a big oak tree. Down beside there comes the stream, and maybe we can get that in a little bit. Here's another view, and here's the little Leeds Creek stream that comes down by, that runs all the time. It's very nice to hear as it bubbles by. Probably, if you look carefully in some of these shots, you'll probably see some snow on the ground. Well, it snowed here a little bit yesterday, and it's quite cold right now. Of course, the coloring is not like it would be in the fall and in the spring. This is kind of a winter view of the place. Now we can kind of zoom up in there a little bit and see some more. In the center there on the lower level are the kitchen windows, and above that are the windows in the hallway that go to the guest bedroom and the master bedroom, which is seen right up there with its chimney. Magnificent house, and we're sure gonna miss it. Beautiful house. All with tremendous amount of labor from Dad and Stephen, and a little help from John and Kim and Dave. Okay, there we are. Find Richard just slipping in off the porch up there, peeking at me, checking on this production. Now we're out here in the desert land, looking up towards the mountains, and I guess that would be kind of a west view. It would be nice to have this in the fall or the spring with all the different colors on the leaves on the trees and everything, but you can't do that right now because it's winter time. So there's the view of that from there now. So I will now take another exposure. Now south exposure. This end of the house, on that upstairs windows, the upstairs windows there are the master bedroom. And now we're looking kind of due north up towards Cedar City. And that's the view you get there. I'm going to shoot in over there and back it out here. And here now is a close-up view of the bridge that Stephen built. Still standing, a real credit to his exemplary craftsmanship. This is the main thoroughfare from the Russens to the Miller's abode, and there's the Miller household. Now we'll just kind of film right along the trail here and right on back to the house. And now we're kind of filming from a southwestern exposure, looking at the back and the front side of the house. And we'll zoom in and see what's going on up there. Not too much. Back it off. And okay, now one last viewpoint, and that's more or less from the front of the house. That's kind of what it looks like there. I'm standing on just on the opposite side of a little creek, and in front of Bill Miller's house, filming this exposure. Okay, I think that should do it from the outside here. Now we'll go in. Before I do go in, we'll get a little closer up view of the back area here. Under that round cover is a very nice large spa where we've had a lot of people in there at times laughing and scratching and having a good time. There's the big fireplace. Right door is for putting wood inside, and the other one on the left is a barbecue. Or no, that's just a regular fireplace there also. And this view is looking north up towards Cedar City. Now I'll walk down to the other end and shoot back in this. Now we're shooting down kind of a southwesterly direction. There's that big beautiful oak tree. Boy, is that pretty when the leaves are on it. It's got that nice little bench that you can sit there and relax and talk and read and do anything you want right beside the bubbling brook, which runs right along down there. Right down there, and there's a little bridge, a footbridge that people cross to get on down the road, and there goes the stream bubbling along. For the final exposure of the outside, I just thought it'd be nice to get a little close up with the front here. There's the dormer window for the living room. There's some of the dormer windows for the guest bedroom and the master bath and bedroom up there. Garage. Windows to Dad's office. And the entryway. And of course a nice little touch by Lynn for the Thanksgiving that we had with cornstalk and pumpkins, and not too shabby. Okay, now we'll go in. Okay, the front door is open. We'll walk right inside. We're probably going to have some difficult lighting situations with the light flaring in through some of those windows, but hopefully this will pick it up. Here's the entryway. Straight ahead goes right into the kitchen area and the dining area. These steps right here go right on upstairs to the upper level. And then if we come on inside now, we look right into the study. There's where Grandpa sits and does his thing. Just kind of film around here, show you some of the beautiful touches that were put in the home. And I might mention again that so much of this work, finished work, was done by Grandpa Russin, Dad Russin, especially all the wall coverings. Most of those were all put on by him. So now we'll kind of swing back out of here. Here's kind of the view that he sees sitting at his desk. Beautiful. And then we'll walk on out of this room. Well, my golly, there's the photographer right in the old mirror. Now, enough for that. Why don't we go on upstairs now? Now I'm upstairs, and this is the loft area. And you can see the cubby holes that Dad had built in to put all their knickknacks and things in. Makes kind of a nice touch with a lot of cabinets underneath. Right on up to the ceiling there. It's a great big beam. Okay, now I'm down at the very north end of the house. I'll shoot on down the long hallway that heads back towards the bedrooms. And that's where I'm heading right now. Here I come down the hallway, and we come right into the guest bedroom here. And there's the view that one sees out of that window up to the mountains. And as you can see, they're kind of snow-capped right now. Cold out there. And there's some of the nice wall covering that Grandpa put on in this room. Closet area. And the desk. There's a nice touch here where this has a kind of a window area that opens up. Looks right out down onto the stairs and into the living room. Here I come down the hall. Somebody turned the light off in here that I had on. So there it is. There's the guest bathroom with the Hollywood lights. All tile. Nicely done. And now into the master bedroom. We'll just kind of get over here and film the fireplace area. And into the bath area. Pay particular attention to the wall coverings in this room because they are beautiful. This is all tufted, padded fabric that Dad put on. As you can see, this has got a tall ceiling in it with beams. Very beautifully done. There's their window that they look out. There's the master bed. Little desk to do some writing at. Now we'll walk across the room here. And we'll get a view out of their window here to the mountains. There you go. And now we look into the bathroom area, well actually the dressing area, and there's the photographer in the mirror. That's too bad, can't get rid of him, but here is what it looks like in here. Turn some lights on. There's what that looks like, and a view out this window. Once again, see the beautiful dormer windows go way up there. And here's how the ceiling looks in here. It's a dormer area. Mirrors on the closet walls. Doors, I should say. And that's it. Then we'll shoot back here. Get an idea of that room. Okay, now we're back in the on the balcony area. Thought this would be a good exposure to show the ceiling. That took some real engineering to figure out all those angles up there. I'll shoot up at it from down below. This is what the living room area looks like from up here. Being that it is December, we're getting ready for Christmas, and so some of the Christmas decorations are starting to appear, such as that tree. And that's some of what you see from up here. Okay, now I'll head back down the stairs. towards the front door. We'll just head right into the living room here. Here we are downstairs in the living room. The fireplace. A beautiful Dietrich picture on the wall there that needs to be lit to really be able to appreciate it. Might as well go right on up to that ceiling right now. There's some of those angles. And Dad can describe a lot more of what went on putting that together if you want to talk to him personally about it. Okay, now this is over towards the piano area. I believe some of these fixtures in here are from the Thomas Jones family who lived in here for a while. We're just kind of making a circle around here. There's the hutch. Now we're looking into the dining area. There's that table that opens up to a very large elliptical table. And now we're shooting back towards the family room area. Might as well head back. Before we do, I'll take a picture from the dining area into the living room, showing how it steps up from the tile here up onto the hardwood floor there. Up one step. And now we'll just pan right around here to the family room. There's a little view of what it looks like out one of the windows up towards Cedar City. And we've got the drapes down because that light is very blinding at this time of day. And there's that gigantic fireplace, which we've had some great fires coming out of there. And now, even right into the dining area. And now into Nanny's favorite area, the good old kitchen where some fantastic meals have been prepared and served and eaten in the dining area there. A lot of nice little touches, things hanging there. Got this little kind of a pantry area here. And to prove that it's Nanny's kitchen, you just can read right on there, and that's exactly what it says. Nanny's kitchen. Okay, now we're just going to walk right on back into the good old stuff room. And a lot of things happen back in here, as you can see. This must be Santa's workshop or something, because boy, there's a lot of goings on here with Santa decorations. And there's the big old iron stove, cast iron stove that put out some good meals. There's a lot of beautiful cabinetry work done back in here and tile work on that vent. A little place to take a nap in back in that hole there. There's some more cupboards. And the laundry area. More cabinets. One last little touch here is the hallway that goes between the kitchen and the stuff room that goes out to the back to the jacuzzi area. There's a bathroom on the first door to the right. Back there on the second is a shower area and a changing area when you come in from the jacuzzi. And here we are, a little shot of the pantry area with all the trimmings in there. And one shot back down towards the dining area, and that pretty well covers the house. I'm not going to take the time to go down and shoot the basement. This will do it. Well, Richard, here we are driving along on a snow-covered road in the Kaibab National Forest, heading towards Jacobs Lake. en route to Page, Glen Canyon, Lake Powell on a little trip on Wednesday afternoon. As I recall, it's December the, well, I'll tell you, I think it's 11th of December. At any rate, what are you doing?
Go ahead.
Okay. So now you can just swing it around and show a little bit of where we're driving through here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now where are we, Dad, right now?
Well, we're getting close to Jacobs Lake, Arizona. At Jacobs Lake, if you turn south, you go on down about 60 miles or so to the north rim of the Grand Canyon, but that road's closed all winter long. In fact, here's the turnoff right here. If you go straight ahead, you go to the north rim. But we got to turn left in the Flagstaff direction to Jacobs Lake. I guess this is Jacobs Lake right here. It is there, Jacobs Lake Forest Camp. There's the Chevron gas station. Now we're going to go south on 89. As you can see, the road looks a little grim ahead of us right there. That's the road to the north rim. Get Richard to keep it steady. He's all over the place. Now we're sliding on this ice. Here we go. We can't be littering highways unlawfully, it says here. Jacob Lake Forest Camp, Kaibab National Forest. Cliff Dwellers is 32 miles. Marble Canyon, 41 miles. I'm telling you, no telling what we're going to get into here today. It's about 2 o'clock exactly. We might end up having to stop this car and put chains on. You never know.
Yep.
That's where we're at. What do you think, Richard?
Okay, that'll be enough for right now.
Well, now we are out on this big plain area here, kind of heading towards the Grand Canyon. There's cliffs and bluffs up there. Heading down this highway, come down out of that Kaibab forest behind us. This is kind of some of the scenery. You can see it's pretty cloudy out here today. Pretty cloudy, kind of stormy back behind us. But somewhere out ahead there is the Colorado River cutting out that Grand Canyon Gorge. We're heading in the direction of, we're heading due east. When we get to the Grand Canyon or the Colorado River, you can either go right to Flagstaff or left up to Page. We're going to go to Page. Okay, let's see, here's a little bit shot around the corner here. Okay, that should do it. Okay, this is called Cliff Dwellers. It's right off the highway here. As you can see, these rocks are sticking up here, and apparently some Indians camped out in these things here. There's a little one there. Amazing rock formation. This is just along the road on the way to the Colorado River, which we'll be coming up to pretty soon. And there's one of the Indians right there. There he goes. Okay. Okay, now we have Richard. Here we are at Glen Canyon Dam. There he is. Going over the viewpoint here. There's the dam background and the bridge. And the power light's flashing on this thing, so I don't know how much more power we're going to have in the battery to run this camera, but we'll just keep going until it quits, I guess. So there's Lake Powell in the background.